So let's talk about betrayal. Not in the abstract, but the kind that wears a suit, smiles for the cameras, and then sells out its own people behind closed doors. Because while South Africans struggle for opportunities, our own government quietly opened the back door and imported foreign nurses to take the very jobs our qualified sisters were denied. Let's name it Mediclinic. That's where the smoke starts. Before we continue, if you're loving the content and want to take things to the next level, why not consider joining the channel? As a member, you'll unlock some seriously awesome perks. We're talking exclusive badges, emojis to flex in the comments, sneak peeks of upcoming videos, and even special shoutouts during the show. Plus, you'll be directly supporting the channel so I can keep bringing you the best content possible. Just hit that join button below and take your seat among the legends. And hey, if you're not ready to join, no worries. Your likes, comments, and shares still mean the world to me. Thanks for being here, and know that you are appreciated. Now let's continue with the video. South African nurses, well-trained, certified, waiting, were pushed aside. Why? So the hospital chain could bring in foreign nurses from India, often on better salaries than what our own professionals were being offered. Not just better pay, but better treatment, better accommodation, better benefits, and our people left out in the cold. And this isn't just speculation, it's echoed in countless testimonies from inside. Whispers in corridors, nurses forced to train new recruits only to watch those same recruits take the positions they were hoping to fill. This is not transformation, this is exploitation. And where was the health minister? Where was the Department of Labor? Where was the so-called champion of workers' rights when South African nurses, overwhelmingly black, overwhelmingly women, were being locked out of their own healthcare system? But wait, it gets worse. This isn't just about nurses, doctors too. Remember the fanfare about doctors from Cuba, the Cuban Medical Brigade? We were told they were here to help. But behind that noble smokescreen, local graduates sat at home, jobless, while Cuban doctors received contracts, cars, and cash, even after their contracts expire, even when they've returned home. We kept paying. During the COVID-19 pandemic, over 440 million rand was paid for Cuban doctors. And for what? When the storm hit hardest, it was our local health workers who bled and broke. And when people protested the unfairness, they were told to shut up and pay more VAT. And who approved that? Let's call names. Dr. Zweli Mkhize. Yes, the same minister caught in a digital corruption scandal later on. He signed off on a deal that prioritized foreign workers over our own graduates. And now, we've got students being shipped off, not trained here, not invested into our institutions, but exported to Cuba and China to become doctors, funded by the taxpayer. Meanwhile, our own universities are underfunded, our hospitals are crumbling, and our unemployed graduates are losing hope. This isn't governance, this is a betrayal of national development. And let's not forget Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana, the man preaching about raising VAT, demanding we tighten our belts, while taxpayer money is thrown into international training programs instead of building world-class facilities right here. Here's a question. If the government trusted its own universities, why send South African students to study medicine abroad in the first place? Why not build new medical schools? Why not invest in rural training hospitals? Why not employ the thousands of qualified doctors and nurses already sitting at home? We know why. Because this isn't about service. It's about control, contracts, and cronies. There's a cabal operating behind the curtain. And once you start digging, as we've begun to do, the pattern becomes undeniable. Hidden policies, silent replacements, money trails leading nowhere. And the victims? Our people. So no, we won't be distracted. We won't be fooled by smooth-talking ministers or phony solidarity slogans. We will name the betrayal. We will expose the hypocrisy. And we will demand justice for every South African nurse, doctor, and student denied the future they were promised by leaders who were supposed to fight for them. The time for silence is over. It's time to drag the truth out into the light. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.